Do you spend hours each week creating Instagram content, but you're still not getting the sales and the wins that you see everyone and their mom sharing to their feed? It's really rough, but there's usually just a few simple changes you need to make to get there, and I'm going to help you. You are closer than you think. You can find the exact gaps that you have in your Instagram strategy, the gaps that are holding you back from getting clients from your content, with my free Find and Fix the Gaps in Your Instagram Strategy quiz. All you have to do is take 5 minutes to fill out the quiz, and you will get the exact roadmap you need to start getting sales from your Instagram content. Get your copy of the quiz at sociallyyours.biz/findandfixed. All spelled out, all one word, find and fixed, or check the link in the show notes. Welcome to the Mompreneur Mastery Podcast, where we share actionable Instagram strategies that fit into a busy mom's schedule so that you can get more engagement, more leads, and more sales in less time so you can spend more quality time with your family. I'm Sydney O'Brien, an Instagram strategist who started my business with 3 kids under 5 and found a way to do it without sacrificing quality time with my family and only working 2 to 3 hours a day. I love helping other mom business owners find that seemingly impossible mom work-life balance instead of spending too much time creating content that isn't getting them the results they want. If you're an overwhelmed but very ambitious business owner and you want to strategize the heck out of your Instagram account so that you can save time and make more sales, you're in the right place. Picture this. You finally have a few minutes to make some content for your business. You're sitting down in front of your computer, you've opened Canva, and you have that blank square in front of you. So, what do you make? How do you know what your audience wants to see? How do you know what to share to Instagram to get your followers to stop the scroll, engage with it, and eventually buy from you? I get it. It's a lot. You're a small business owner and a mom, which means you have a million things to do, and social media is probably not super high on the list, and it might not be your favorite thing. So I'm going to tell you the absolute easiest way to know what to post that is actually going to connect with your audience so that you can make sure that the time you're spending planning, creating content, engaging, filming the reels, all of the Instagram things are actually making a difference in your business, that it's actually getting you new leads, that you are actually nurturing them, and that they actually become clients, right? Because that's the whole point of having an Instagram account for your business. That's what an Instagram strategy does. All right, you ready to hear what it is? It's your insights. You have all the information you need. It's just a matter of reading it, analyzing it, and then repurposing it into new posts so that your audience gets the content they want and you get the results you want. Repurposing is so great because you can strengthen your strategy by making it data informed based on your insights. You know, based on your insights, that this is the stuff that works. So why bother wasting your precious time on other content that might not? It also saves you a ton of stress because you know what to post. You save the time on the content creation and avoid that whole sitting down in front of a blank Canva design with no idea what to put there. Now, if you're new to repurposing is really just taking content or aspects of content that you've already shared and turning it into something else. It's recycling for your content. Just like recycling is great for the earth, recycling your content is great for your business and your Instagram. It's super helpful. And if you're not repurposing content, I'm sorry to say it, but you are missing out. You might end up wasting time on content creation that isn't actually helping your business. You might be making posts that aren't nurturing your leads, that aren't getting you leads, and that are not going to turn those leads into followers. And honestly, the data that you get while you're doing these audits, like checking your insights to find which post to repurpose, is also really helpful in pretty much every other aspect of your business. You can use it to inform, what offers you have even. what's included in them. You can use it to make sure that the messaging you're using in your emails and on your website are on point and it's going to connect with your audience. You can get a ton of feedback on all the things right from your Instagram insights. Now, if you do a search for tips for repurposing content, a lot of what you're going to see is to switch up the format. So it'll tell you to take a reel, turn it into a carousel, take a carousel, turn it into a reel, take a story, turn that into a reel, and on and on and on. And this is a great start, but it's just that. It's a start. It can be helpful, but it's not the most helpful. And as mompreneurs, we need to be able to do the most in the least amount of time possible. That is why I make and share these super impactful, fluff-free strategies and frameworks so we can do a lot with a little bit of time that we have. And what I find is that when it comes to repurposing, it goes far deeper than just the format, because it's more than just the format that draws them in. Now think about it. If you see a post that hooks you with the promise of a topic that you really want to know about, or the promise of an answer to a question that you have, maybe it's a carousel and you don't normally like them, but you're still going to swipe. If it's a reel and, reels aren't really your thing, you're still going to watch because it is the topic that is drawing you in. It is so much more about the topic than the format, which might seem kind of overwhelming. Like thinking about doing this might seem overwhelming. Maybe you're thinking, cool, Sydney, I have the topics. How do I turn that into a whole bunch of new posts that are still exciting and new that can get me followers and nurture existing ones into clients? Because that's what you want your content to do, right? You have a couple of topics. How can you use it in a bunch of different posts? And I promise you it's possible. It is. I just finished creating a course that's going to be launching next month, Profitable Repurposing. And in it, I teach clients how to choose a post and then how to turn it into at least 20 new ones. Think about that. Now, having a specific framework to take one post that did well, maybe it got you a bunch of follows or engagement or sales, and then taking that one post and turning it into 20, maybe more, new posts. Now think about how many good posts you've already shared that you can repurpose. Even if it's just 5 posts that got maybe a lot of interactions. Using this framework, you could turn them into at least 100 new posts. It's totally possible. You can know what to post, know what your audience wants to see, and get more followers for leads, engagement for nurturing, and clicks to your link in your bio for sales from strategically repurposed content. And I know right now you're like, cool, but how do I do that? I got you. I don't know about you. I get so easily overwhelmed with new tasks and projects. For my brain to be able to sit down and actually do it, I need things super laid out in a super easy to follow step-by-step kind of way, things I can cross off as I go. So that is exactly how I designed the course. Like I said, it doesn't launch until next month, but you can get a head start with my free guide that teaches you how to turn one post into 5 new repurposed posts. Now, remember, you don't have to do this for just one post. You can use the framework and the worksheet that comes with the guide for any post that you want to repurpose over and over again, so that if you have those 5 good posts that I mentioned earlier, you can use this guide and turn it into 25 new posts that you know will connect with your audience, you know is going to grab their attention and get them to engage and eventually buy. So go ahead and grab 5 ways to repurpose your top post for free in the show notes. It'll add you to my email list, which is great because when this new course does launch, if you're on my email list, you're going to have a super amazing opportunity to get it at a super huge discount that I've never done before with a whole bunch of exclusive bonuses. And I'm really excited about it. So definitely grab it in the show notes. And then if you have a minute, I would love to hear about the new post ideas you got from it. Go ahead and send me a DM on Instagram. I am at socially.yours.strategist. Thank you so much for listening. If this content was helpful for you, if you found it valuable, I would love it if you could leave a review on Apple Podcasts so that other mom business owners can find this episode and get the same tips and strategies to support their business and their families. If you have questions or just want to connect, you can find me over on Instagram. My handle is at socially.yours.strategist. Hey mompreneur, I know that selling your offers on Instagram is really hard. First, you gotta know how to word your content to make sure that it clearly shows how amazeballs your offer is. And then you also have to know how to craft the content to make sure it appeases the algorithm gods so it actually gets seen by the people most likely to buy it. My goal is to help moms help their families through their online businesses. That is why I made Carousels That Sell. Carousels That Sell is a collection of 7 Instagram carousels and captions that have made me over $20,000. So I turned them into plug-and-play templates so that you can get the same results. Carousels That Sell is super easy to use, so you can easily create and schedule the content and will help sell your offers for you while you're off playing with your kids. Grab the templates that have made me over $20K for only $27 at sociallyyours.biz/carousels-that-sell so you can grow your business bank account faster than your kid outgrows their clothes.